Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
It can be the difference between life and death when severe weather strikes. New at noon, we are live with the one thing every home needs to have in the event of a weather emergency. Plus, Vice President Mike Pence is here in Metro Detroit today. What the VP is planning to do with Ford this afternoon. But first, breaking news this noon. Illich Holdings and Olympia Entertainment, the owners and operators of Little Caesars Arena and the catalyst behind the District Detroit, are now responding to that HBO Real Sports spotlight on the District Detroit that aired last night, saying in part, quote, "Our organization has 6 decades of dedication, commitment, and positive impact throughout the broader Detroit community. And it is unfortunate when a media outlet emphasizes the voices of the critical few and not the voices of many who would present the positive story that is taking place across our city. The result was a self-interested, sensationalized, and inaccurate report designed to attract viewers instead of a balanced report of the rebirth of Detroit and our contribution to the city's turnaround. We will continue to invest in successful projects that will drive job creation, economic growth, and enhance for years to come the quality of life for Detroiters." And if you are interested in reading the full statement from Illich Holdings, you can see that on our website at clickondetroit.com. Meanwhile, now at noon, Vice President Mike Pence is here in Metro Detroit. Air Force 2 touched down at Metro Airport about 45 minutes ago, and he is going to be talking about the auto industry and the newly negotiated U.S., Mexico, and Canada trade agreement. Let's get to Local 4's Rod Maloney. He joins us now live in Taylor, where the VP is expected to be later this afternoon. Good afternoon, Rod.
Good afternoon, Rhonda. The Vice President is going to be coming here to Motor City Solutions in Taylor, and that event's going to happen about an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. In the meantime, he's going to be heading over to the Ford Dearborn assembly plant. That is, of course, where they build the F-150 pickup truck. And the Vice President picked an important day for Ford Motor by having an announcement of making an agreement with the Rivian electric truck company out of Plymouth. It had been talking to General Motors about possibly giving it a stake in the company. Instead, in a bit of a surprise, General Motors cast aside. Ford Motor Company comes in, puts $500 million, and its president, or its number 2, essentially on the board of Rivian, and they want to take the electric technology there and stick it onto the F-150, the truck that the Vice President is going to be taking a look at. That's a big story, and we'll be having more on that coming up on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, the Vice President, after his tour, is going to be coming here to Motor City Solutions, where he's going to be talking about the new trade agreement, Mexico, United States, and Canada trade agreement, the renegotiated NAFTA. And he's going to be meeting with a number of differing automotive groups, particularly automotive suppliers. And they're going to be talking about the new agreement, the pros, the cons, how things are looking with that, how it is all working, and essentially how to get it to make sure that it does what the design was, is to increase jobs, increase U.S. manufacturing. So the Vice President's going to have a statement on that. He's going to be having public remarks on that. And then we'll also be hearing from the automotive supplier experts who are here talking to the Vice President, trying to make all of this work and get their take on where the administration is headed. So it's an eventful day here, no doubt, in Taylor, and we'll have full details on what happens here coming up also on Local 4 News at 5. Reporting live in Taylor, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, eventful indeed. Rod, thank you. Turning our attention to Macomb County, high school students staged a large protest outside of their school. Take a look. Sky 4 video captured the demonstrations. This is outside of Mount Clemens High School about an hour ago. The students are reportedly upset that their principal's contract was not renewed, a decision that was made during a school board meeting on Tuesday night. We have reached out to the district to find out why they chose to end his contract, so we'll have updates for you in later editions of Local 4 News. In the meantime, it's pretty nice outside right now. Let's turn things over to Andrew with a look at our forecast.
Thank you very much, Rhonda. You're absolutely right. Good afternoon, everyone. We have spectacular weather out there. 52 degrees right now over in Pontiac, 53 for our friends and neighbors over at Metro Airport, 53 in Ann Arbor. And look at the glorious sunshine we have. Blue skies overhead, 53 degrees, a light wind out of the west at around 5 miles per hour, dry as a bone out there with relative humidity at around 48%. Visibility looking good also. Just what the doctor ordered. And temperatures keep going up from here. We make it to 60 degrees or just a bit more later on today and remaining dry. Whether you pick the kids up from school, run any afternoon errands, or for the ride home from work. And later on tonight, it'll be cool once again with temperatures down to about 44 degrees. You see raindrops all someplace else for now in parts of Illinois, parts of Minnesota, and well off to the north and east, like in Maine and over in eastern Canada. But how long will this last? What about this weekend? We'll talk about that and your full 7-day forecast, Rhonda, in just minutes.
Andrew, thank you. This afternoon, we are learning of a stranger danger incident reported by a Birmingham middle school student. Apparently happened yesterday at the bus stop at Longcrest and Pierce Roads. The student told the bus driver that a suspicious man was taking photos, describing him as in his 40s or 50s and wearing a brown jacket and glasses. No students were approached, but parents are being urged to stay vigilant and, of course, make sure your kids are too. A Dearborn school is open today, despite the fact that a car crashed right through it on Tuesday night. A driver slammed completely through the brick wall of Bryant Middle School around 9 o'clock last night. At this time, it's still unclear why that driver drove through the building or how it happened, but we do know that the driver had to be taken to the hospital with minor injuries. A youth basketball team was practicing inside of the school at the time, but fortunately, that driver crashed into the boiler room area and no one inside of the building was hurt. Well, today, students from all across the world are here in Detroit for the next few days for one of the world's largest robotics competitions. The first robotics championship kicked off just about an hour ago and is set to continue through Saturday at Cobo Center and Ford Field. Nearly 700 teams are competing in the event, and it is open to the public, including some fun activities planned in downtown Detroit, like the Urban Astronomy that is in Beacon Park, Fago Physics at Capitol Park, and Glow Golf in Campus Martius. Part of the event theme this year is the new space age. All of the events are free for the 40,000 anticipated visitors that'll be in downtown through Saturday. So welcome to Detroit. Terror group ISIS is claiming responsibility for the deadly Sri Lanka bombings on Easter Sunday, and this comes as we are learning about more victims of attacks, I should say. New at noon what the country's leaders are doing to beef up security there. We also want to check in with Paul Gross. He is live in Ann Arbor. It's a very important day today about weather safety.
Absolutely, Rhonda. We are kicking off our severe weather radio campaign today, and it couldn't have come at a better time because it was just last month 4 tornadoes touched down here in southeast Michigan, including a strong EF2 in Shiawassee County, caused a lot of damage. These weather radios could save your life in ways that you probably haven't even thought of, and I'll have the story for you and how you can get one at a significant discount just ahead.
NBC.
Welcome back, everybody. Now at noon, the death toll from the Easter Sunday bombings in Sri Lanka has risen to 359 lives lost. Meanwhile, the country's leaders have vowed to overhaul the security apparatus amid a series of intelligence lapses before the attacks. NBC's Bill Neely reports from Colombo.
Searching for evidence, forensic teams and cleanup crews sifting through the debris of mass murder. Dozens more funerals today from one of the world's worst terror attacks. And for the mother of Dieter Kowalski from Denver, unending pain.
I'm so much in shock that we know he's gone, but I still can't believe it. In my mind, he's still there, or he's still going to come.
ISIS say the bombers were their men. Sri Lanka's Prime Minister says this is one of them, patting a child about to attack a church, his backpack heavy as he walks into the praying congregation. Moments later, he detonated his bomb. Sri Lanka says it was a revenge attack for the killing of Muslims at mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand last month. Its leader shocked.
We haven't received anything officially, nor have we received any intelligence reports that corroborate what has been said in Sri Lanka.
Security agencies here had a tip-off about suicide bombings from a foreign intelligence service. Not from the US, but the FBI is here now. Investigators say ISIS inspired the bombers but it's not clear if they directed, trained or funded them. Sri Lanka says a fourth hotel had been targeted, but the attack failed. Like their intelligence services, the blame game here in full swing. More than 50 people now being questioned about the bombings, and more detail about them from Sri Lanka's defence minister. He said the 7 bombers were well educated, some had law degrees, they were from what he described as upper middle class, well-off families, and the wife of one of the bombers blew herself up when their apartment was raided by police. So these were committed Islamists and utterly ruthless. Bill Neely, NBC News, Sri Lanka.
Back here at home in the United States, tragedy at one of the nation's most recognizable landmarks as a woman falls to her death at the Grand Canyon. Officials say that the 70-year-old woman fell over the canyon's rim on Tuesday afternoon, the 3rd person to die at the canyon this year alone, and the 2nd accidental fall this month. Officials are issuing an urgent reminder to visitors to never move past the safe areas or ignore the posted warning signs. Question: who might bankrupt Jeopardy? The answer may be James Holhouser. On Tuesday, the 34-year-old won his 14th straight game and has now earned more than $1 million on that show. For those trying to do the math in their head, that's an average of more than $71,000 for about a half hour's work. He now ranks 4th on Jeopardy's all-time consecutive wins list, and he will be back on Jeopardy tonight at 7:30. Right here on Local 4. Something you probably want to watch. Just the way he bids alone is pretty impressive. He has a whole system on how to make all that money. Tornadoes have already rocked areas north of us, and this season of severe weather is far from over. In fact, just beginning. Up next, the life-saving tool that we want to put in your home that could one day save your life or your family's life, and we have it at a discount, Andrew.
Oh, you got that right, Rhonda. Look forward to bringing you that in just a few minutes. Also, we have plenty of sunshine, raindrops someplace else for now, but it is just to our south and west, also to our north and west. Any rain then for tomorrow or this weekend? I've got the answer coming up on a Sunday afternoon for your Wednesday in minutes.
Now.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a beautiful day in progress right now with all of that sunshine.
Absolutely gorgeous out there, Rhonda. A lovely spring day is what we have on our hands.
Sure is.
And guess what, everyone? Another one tomorrow. We'll talk about that weekend, though, in just a few minutes. Yes, take the speedboats, get your fishing gear, head out there on the water, ladies and gentlemen. Waves 0 to 2 feet, so waters are calm along the Detroit River. Just remember, safety first. The water's mighty chilly, and whether the water is chilly or not, you always want to have a life jacket for every person on board and tell folks on shore what your plan is, especially when you expect to arrive home. Looking gorgeous right now with a lot of folks out there out on the water currently. 53 degrees over at the airport, wind of just 5 miles per hour out of the west. Dry out there, relative humidity at 48%, and nothing but blue skies as we go through the rest of the day. Pressure is up there at 30.03 inches, higher than average. So we've got nice descending air giving us those stable conditions. But this weekend, we got some changes. So here's your weekend forecast first. Pay attention. Temperatures will be in the 50s. You'll need to grab those jackets once again. While you're at it, pick out an umbrella or two. We do have a chance of rain, about 30 to 40% chance, so scattered showers will be around. Not a complete washout of the weekend, but always be prepared. Chance of showers on Saturday, part of Sunday, but both days certainly cooler than what we're experiencing later today, mostly in the middle 50s. It's 47 chilly degrees still for our friends at Capac and Emmett, but not too far away. 52 for our friends over in Port Huron. Lapeer checking in at 53 degrees. Good afternoon at Sandusky. You've still got temperatures in the 40s, but you'll be in the 50s later on. 56 currently in Livonia and 54 degrees in Monroe. 53 for our friends in Ann Arbor. Everyone's shooting for 60 degrees or just a bit more later this afternoon with the help of clear skies out there. Satellite picture shows just a few fair weather clouds that were over us this morning. They've now moved away and a few more just down to our south. Now, some of those clouds do produce some rain showers over the next 24 hours, but well to our south for now. This little disturbance is going to move through portions of Indiana into Ohio into the afternoon. Now, as we get into late Thursday, I think Thursday is going to be partly sunny with a few extra clouds, but we see a disturbance to our south combined with a little frontal system just to our west. See this instance right here? Got a little bit of rain in the forecast, but notice when it is. It's not until late Thursday night into Friday morning when many of us are sleeping. Once Friday afternoon rolls around, it moves on, and we'll see sunnier skies again. So rain is in the forecast for the next 48 hours, but at the perfect time. We're looking at 63 degrees for today. No rain at all. No rain for tonight. Temperatures will be in the 40s. Tomorrow, partly sunny. Highs closer to 70 degrees, and we're looking at 61 on your Friday. Again, get ready for a little bit of rain with temperatures in the 50s on Saturday and Sunday. You'll notice today over in Ann Arbor, it's NOAA Weather Radio Day, NOAA Weather Radio Alert Day, and it's over in Ann Arbor. My buddy Paul Gross is out there right now, live. These things, you've said it, Paul, we've said it a million times, these are like smoke alarms for weather.
Absolutely, Andrew, and these have always been important, but they're even more important now because, for example, a lot of people watch Netflix. If you're watching a movie on Netflix, you don't get a tornado warning on your TV. If you have headphones on and you're playing a video game, you don't get a tornado warning on your TV. You need one of these things to let you know whether your life is in danger, that a tornado is approaching. Now, nobody better to talk about this than David Halterman. He oversees emergency management for all of Washtenaw County, and David, you and I have something in common, that you and I were both working on that afternoon of the Dexter tornado. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from that, aren't there?
There was. And thank you for having me, Paul. It's a pleasure to be a part of such a successful program that encourages emergency preparedness. I remember clearly on March 15th, 2012, the Dexter tornado. That tornado was on the ground for over 20 minutes. Very slow-moving tornado, EF3, with damages across most of the Dexter City area.
And a lot of people, if I had $1 for every person that said, hey, listen, I go to my basement, the second that I hear those sirens, that's not the thing to wait for your warning, is it?
No, really, the weather radio for NOAA Weather Radio is the most reliable resource for getting your alert the quickest. The outdoor warning sirens are actually meant for outdoor warning, notifying the public to go indoors and listen to their local media outlets for additional information.
Yeah, and people also rely on their cell phones. The Joplin tornado that killed over 100 people several years ago, the cell phone system didn't work because that was knocked out by severe thunderstorms. So this you shouldn't just rely on your cell phone. This is really important, isn't it?
It is, and there are a lot of good apps out there nowadays for a warning. However, this is probably the most reliable resource for getting the weather alert the quickest.
Well, thanks a bunch, David. Really appreciate you being out here.
Thank you.
Listen, Ben Bailey is going to be out here at 4, 5, and 6. We're at the Meijer on Ann Arbor-Saline Road in Ann Arbor. Hope to see you here. You can get these radios at only $29.99, a special sale price. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Paul. And you certainly spelled out very clearly why we all need to come to Meijer and get one of those. Thank you. After an elementary school student was nearly hit by a car, 2 classmates came up with an awesome idea to get drivers to slow down. Up next, the optical illusion that has drivers doing just that.
The last head of the state health department was charged with involuntary manslaughter, and that is just one of the issues facing the new director.
We talk about measles every day. I get a report every day, often more than once a day, about the latest numbers and the latest on what we're seeing.
Tonight at 5, I'm sitting down with the new man in charge of Michigan's health to talk measles, Flint, and the biggest concern that he has about the health of our state moving forward.
Finally at noon, 2 elementary school students came up with a really cool idea in an effort to save lives.
Rhonda, you're absolutely right. Take a look at this, everybody. It appears that the crosswalk is actually rising off of the street. But this is the 3D illusion that was created to make drivers stop and think.
It looks like giant speed bumps you shouldn't drive over. The kids came up with the idea after one of their siblings had a close call. So drivers have been taking it slow. 2 other schools in Massachusetts, that school district there, also looking into these 3D illusions as well. So good for them. Maybe it'll